Christopher, I have these notes and yesterday's for you. I'll give them to you as soon as we get started. So you should have topic 8. Multiplying and dividing integers, and today's date. You can go ahead and flip back and take a look at your chart. Your flow chart for your integer rules. Is the problem multiplication or division? Multiplication or division, you'll see is the exact same. What you would typically do if it were multiply or divide is just ignore the sign and do the multiplication or division and get your answer. And then if the signs are the same, it's always a positive answer. And if the signs are different, it's always a negative answer. And that is for both multiplication and division. That means if both of the signs are positive, it's a positive answer. That also means if both of the signs are negative, it's still a positive answer. When you have both negatives, they're the same, the answer will be positive. When the signs are different, the answer will be negative. So that, like I said, is the same rule for multiplication and for division. So, step 1, we're going to ignore the signs and do the multiplication or division. So we'll have an answer. Step 2, after we do the multiplication or division, we put a sign on the answer. If the signs were the same in the problem, it's a positive answer. If the signs were different in the problem, it's a negative answer. And if you need a little visual to remind you, and I hope I do this right, because I haven't done it in a long time, make a tic-tac-toe board. Put positive going down diagonally, and then fill everything else in with negative. So a positive times a negative is a negative times a positive is a negative times a negative is a positive. And of course, you've already worked in the positive realm, you know a positive times a positive is a positive. So no matter which way you go in this is going to tell you what sign to put on your answer if you forget what the rule is. Any questions about that? Let's look at example 1. Five times -3. Step 1 tells me to ignore the signs, and so I'm just doing 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Then I go back and I look at the signs. This is positive, this is negative. They're different, so it's a negative sign. And that's all you do. Example 2. -3 times -5. 3 times 5 is 15. See, I just ignored the signs altogether, and I just done the 3 times 5. I just did the math. Ignore the signs, do the math. 3 times 5 is 15. Then I go back and I look at the signs. The signs are the same, so it's a positive 15. Again, negative times a negative is a positive. Negative times a negative is a positive. When the signs are the same, it's a positive answer. 48 divided by -6. You need something on this side? There's on this side too. Hey, the big bush down here too. That looks like you got one. What's on this one? There's 2 Yeah, I have one. I just don't know how to set it up. We'll work on. Thank you. I think this should be it. Okay. 48 divided by 6? 8. Ignore the signs and just do the math. 48 divided by 6 is 8. Now go back and look at the signs. The signs are different, so what goes on the 8? Negative. And the last one, -35 divided by -5. 5 going to 35? 7 times. The signs are the same, so what's on the 7? Positive. When the signs are the same, it's a positive answer. So basically, ignore the signs, do the math, and then go back and look at the signs. If the signs are the same, it's a positive answer. If the signs are different, it's a negative answer. Any questions? You do have some word problems on this practice sheet as well to see